Welcome back to Astrology by 33, where ancient astrology scriptures are brought back to life. It's an honor to have you here today. The mission here is to revive lost teachings in order to help you grow and to realize the great potential sleeping within you. Today is all about the sign of Taurus. As we all know, Taurus is one of the main constellations in the zodiac. Something that's really important for people to understand is that if you're a Taurus, you don't want to think that you're only a certain way. If you follow Western astrology, being a Taurus means that your sun is actually in the sign of Taurus. In Vedic astrology, you'll find that Taurus takes on a completely different meaning when the moon enters the sign. And it's really important to understand that when all the different planets enter Taurus, you're going to see different results. Remember, all the planets are inside of you, not just the sun. We don't want to put all of our attention exclusively on the sun or your moon, although they're very good indications as to how you'll experience the world and how others will see you from the outside. This video talks about the energetic nature and magnetism that the sign of Taurus actually signifies. It's really important to understand the energy of a sign before you know how the planets will express themselves in that sign. You have other planets working in your body, making you uniquely you. So let's talk about Taurus. What is it? What does it represent? What is the magnetism of Taurus? You want to think of each sign as a magnet. There are 12 signs, and each magnet will only draw very specific things. For example, a regular magnet, as you know it, will not attract a tennis ball. So the sign of Taurus will only attract and manifest certain things in your life. This can show up as different qualities, objects, or events. Even in people, you can see unique differences depending on the sign. The sign of Taurus represents money. That's the big one. Now, Taurus does not stand for things like your credit card, like virtual money. It's actually the money you really do have. It's the positive balance in your checking account. It rules over your finances and your bank accounts. How much money do you have? You will see that in Taurus. It also rules over food and drink. The kind of food you eat, the way you eat it, that's what this sign will show you. Do you like fast food? Would you rather just eat and get it down and move on with your life? Or are you the kind of person that likes to sit down, have some wine, take your time, and really enjoy the food? If you're a foodie, this will definitely show up in the sign of Taurus. Your worldly achievements can be seen from this sign. This can be like your job title, your college degrees. We can see education here, and the sign of Taurus has to do with learning. This can be like when you're in college and you go visit your professor, you'll see his degrees on the wall. That's very Taurus. It has to do with what you've accomplished in the world. It would be like claiming the title of chef or president or doctor, things like that. The color that represents Taurus is white. Taurus also has to do with resources and associated power. For example, if you're a news company, you have vast and extensive resources in order to affect the public. In this way, you have great power because whatever you say, you have the means to get that message out to the masses. Another example of having resources with associated power would be like owning opium fields. The people who own opium fields have great power because the fields are a great resource to them. And with this resource, they can make a lot of money. They can turn these beautiful little flowers into pharmaceutical pills and make a lot of money for themselves, for example. In this way, the stuff, the material possessions of people with resources and power can be seen from the sign of Taurus. Like if you have Jupiter in Taurus, you're going to be really rich, or you'll have a lot of resources with a lot of power. If you have Saturn there, you could get totally the opposite thing. All of your stuff can be seen from the sign of Taurus. It's everything physical in the 3D world, everything that you can see and experience with your senses, the stuff that you own, that's Taurus. So this can be like your smartphone, your makeup, your TV, your tractor, a toothbrush, scented candles, dishes, your physical cash in your wallet. This kind of stuff, that's Taurus. For the same reason, you'll see your car in Taurus. Venus rules over cars, and Venus rules over the sign of Taurus. The type of car that you drive could be seen from the sign of Taurus. The sign can also rule over a document or a letter, and this is because it's a physical object. It's an item. A letter from someone, you could argue that that's Mercury because of communication, but the actual document itself, that is Taurus. Things like jewelry and gems can be seen from the sign of Taurus. Your clothes and fashion, all the clothes in your closet, the stuff that you own, your shoes, because it's stuff and it's in the physical world, that's Taurus. Now, physically speaking, the sign of Taurus rules over your face. It controls your eyes, your nose, your mouth, pretty much everything from your eyes down to your chin. In this way, your eyesight can be seen from Taurus. If you wear glasses or contacts or you have perfect vision, Taurus will rule over that because it rules over your face. The 12 constellations all represent a very specific part of your body. And like in the other video, as Aries rules your head and brain, you move down to the next zodiac sign, and next in line is your face. And for this reason, speech is actually ruled from the sign of Taurus. Your mouth is responsible for speech, and Venus rules over that. So the kind of speech that you give to people, you will find that in Taurus. Your family relationships can be seen from this sign. The moon is exalted in 3 degrees of Taurus. In this position, you're going to get the best results. The moon is stronger at this point, and it's absolutely glorified. So whatever the moon does, it's going to do it best at 3 degrees of Taurus. The moon actually does very well pretty much in the entire sign of Taurus. In future videos, I'll be going over what it's like when your sun or your moon goes through Taurus specifically. Today was just about understanding Taurus in general, what it stands for, and the magnetism it can draw into your life. If you'd like to see more astrology videos from this channel, you can click subscribe below, and for more insight, you can visit astrologyby33.com. And as always, please remember to only use astrology as a guideline, not to use it as doctrine. You are given the gift of free will. You are more powerful than what is written in your chart. The kingdom is within you, and that includes all the zodiac signs. With God, all things are possible. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.